This is Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Let's see what this story is all about. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Look at what he's doing. I think he's making a fort. That's a little bit cheeky, isn't it? And another. What's he doing here? He's chasing the dog. That's a little bit cheeky. Oh dear. His mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, "I'll eat you up." And he was sent to bed without eating anything. You can see he's been sent to his room without any food. He does look a bit cross, doesn't he? That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. You can see the tops of the trees growing up in his room. But it didn't stop there. It grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off through night and day. You can see this boat is also called Max. It's a very beautiful boat. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. You can see there's a wild thing here, just popping up out of the sea. Max looks a little bit scared. I think I would be too. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. Can you roar? Roar! I can hear some very good roars. They gnashed their terrible teeth. Can you gnash your teeth? Show me your teeth. They rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. But Max isn't scared, because Max said, "Be still." And he tamed with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him the king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." What's a wild rumpus? I think it might be a party. Let's see. Here they are. You can see all the wild things dancing, and they're pointing towards the moon. And I think Max might even be howling. Can you howl? Oh! I can hear some very good howls. Here they are, they're carrying on their wild rumpus, and they're swinging from the trees, letting their legs dangle below them. That does look like a lot of fun. And here, I think they're all marching along. This is definitely a wonderful wild rumpus. And Max is wearing his crown and riding on the back of one of the wild things. It does look like a lot of fun. the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely. And he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, all around and from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. And he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. But the wild things, they cried, "Oh, please don't go! We'll eat you up. We love you so!" And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth. They rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Here it is. It's just on the table there. And the best bit of all, it was still hot. I like that story. Do you?